EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Right there. 180. Right there. 54 Mike. I got it.
Hey, watch Sam. Watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Here we go. Here we go.
You go tight. You got tight. You
Red up.
Check.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Lock in.
Check 3.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Come on out here. Come get some.
Red up. Come on.
The give to Jones. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Hand him out.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Let's go.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Mike 51.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
At all costs. Go Mike 51.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Back. Red up.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One's a mic. 180. I'm coming. I'm coming.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
51's the mic, boys. 51.
Trubisky now off the bootleg. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Joseph. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
Put up. 180. 51.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Woo! Watch twist, watch twist. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't.
Alert, 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 alert.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
On 3rd down, Trubisky.
Right here, right here.
Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 21. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
On second down, here's Stafford. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards. Out of the gun, Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Marvin Hall, his fifth touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
11 yards there, just like last play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check nine.
They go play action with Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Over 30 yards there, and first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Mike 54. They're not ready for this, man.
They'll run on first down. It's Patterson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Army. 36. Check 43.
Play action. It's Trubisky. And his throw here's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. But now it's third down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Coming again.
Alert! Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Let's put him on the buses.
On 2nd and 7, Stafford, pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Von Miller in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted. And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense?
The danger of a punt that good? A 16-yard return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Fofo's a Mike.
Red, top.
Play action. Now Trubisky. Flushed out right. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Eluding the pressure right. Lets this one, and this will be caught at the 30. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. On 1st down, it's Jones. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
11 more on that one and another 1st down.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal.
Hey, alert.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Ronald Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
All day, punt.
Hurry up, get set.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And the catch made by Hilton. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They run. It's Johnson. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Blue, blue. 51's Mike.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he's got room. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through,
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky keeping it himself from 10 yards away as the Bears push further out in front. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Hey, tight.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. On 3rd down, Patterson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. They go play action. Trubisky.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Sit up. 180. Mike, 44. Rip right.
44 is the mic.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky, escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, They want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Red, up.
44, 45.
Trubisky to throw again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Go!
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
We'll see what they have up their sleeve. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23 on first down. Swift, and down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Boys, 58, 58 is Mike. 10.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And the drive starts with a completion left side, and he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
54. Come off the ball hard.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check 30.
On second down, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
180.
You don't want none, baby. You don't
Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
You don't want
On third down, Patterson. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one.
Watch edge, watch edge, watch edge. Check 50, check 50.
Here's Patterson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
18.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Get him, boys.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
This is a quick pass from Trubisky. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On third down, it's Patterson, and he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Watch the run.
44, Mike, 44. Drop deep.
Check nickel.
Hey, 18.
Now Trubisky on first down, and he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago! Ronald Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Bears will add on to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game, so they didn't just help themselves offensively.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and this is scooped up by the Lions. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, 5, and can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
Kill.
Hey, 70. Easy, alert.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. On first down, Swift. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
All day.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And some space here. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. They'll run with Swift. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
He goes, set! Blue 60!
So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we've played 3 quarters. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
They'll run for it with Peterson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Adrian Peterson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. So now Stafford will bring up the Lions, and they'll go for 2.
4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic.
Quit talking.
To throw is Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check 3, check 3.
Hey, ball.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
He sets up the screen to Jones. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Hatch it.
Blue.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Lions. 46 yards on the ground. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
I'm going to come back to you.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
51's the mic. Watch the screen. Red, up.
Big edge.
And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time.
Yeah.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Looking deep for Gabriel. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by the rookie Jeff Okudah. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Dancing, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Khalil Mack racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
I'm on.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
50. Mike 57. In your face.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
Big boy can run.
Mike's 5.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
That's it, baby. That's it.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
I know you feel that.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Rolling to his right. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
65, 65, 65. Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be second and goal.
Watch 54. Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Hey, come on, come on.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. In the slot on the right is Graham.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
Hey, 18.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Cordero Patterson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. On first down at Stafford.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Stay focused. Come on.
All right. I got you.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So this one